All right, so back to comparing and ordering rational numbers. Woohoo! All right, the learning target today is I know how to order rational numbers. So let's get going on example 1. It says order the set of numbers 3.44, pi, 3.14, and 3.4 with a bar over the top of it, meaning that 4 is just going to repeat on and on and on from least to greatest. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these numbers, sorry, move that a little bit, and I'm going to rewrite them, and I'm going to rewrite them up until the second decimal point, since each one of these, or the longest number goes to the second decimal point, at least at first. So we have 3.44, pi is 3.14, that's 3.14. Remember though, pi goes on a little bit further, so we might have to go to another number. And then 3.44, and we know that's going to continue on first as well. So, first thing we're going to do, let's order them from least to greatest. Well, we know, if we look at this first number in each one of these, let's look at just the first number in each one of these, that first line right there. Because all of these numbers are the same. 3 is the same on all of these. We notice that 3.1 is going to be the shortest number. 1 is less than 4, so therefore that's least. So now we have to take it to the second decimal for both of these. And 4 is the second decimal for both of those. But we know that for pi, it goes 3.141, and 3.14, that's just going to have a 0 next to it. Therefore, 3.14 is going to be the least. Okay, so then that means that pi is going to be the second greatest. And if we go up to here now, 3.44, which is this number, the next number after that is 0. And this number is going to be 3.444. Therefore, this 0 is less than 4, which means that 3.44 is going to be next. And then 3.4 with a bar over it is going to be the greatest number. And now they're set from least to greatest. So let's now, and I had to zoom it out so we could see all of this, but let's just start out here by reading it. It says Nolan is the quarterback on the football team. He completed 67% of his passes in the first game. He completed .64, 3/5, and 68% of his passes in the next 3 games. Use Nolan's completed passing number from least to greatest. So what we need to do is we need to get them into a common use. So percents, fractions, or decimals. We need to get them into the being all the same. And so what I'm going to do, you can choose any of the 3, but I'm going to move all of them to a decimal. I know that 67% is equal to 0.67, because you just move the decimal point back twice. I know that .64 or 0.64 is just that itself, 0.64. 3/5, if I were to divide that out, I would get 0.6. I'm going to go ahead and put a 0 there because I notice everything's the second decimal point. And then 68% is equal to 0.68 after I move the decimal point to the left twice. Okay, so now they're all in just one common thing, and they're all in the decimals. Okay, and so all we have to do is we have to first look at these first numbers, and I'm gonna get my highlighter out here. We see that the first number, well, the first number for all of them is 0, but after the decimal, we get 6s on all of them. Okay. So now we need to look at the second number, and this is where everything changes. The lowest number of the second number after the decimal is 0 right here. So I know that 3/5, I'm going to go ahead and write it right here, 3/5 is the smallest number because 0 is less than 4, 7, and 8. And the next in line there is 4, therefore 0.64 is next in line. 7 being next, which means we have to have 67%. And then finally 68%. So what that means is that the best game that he had in terms of completion percentage was the game that he threw 68%, then it was 67%, then 0.64, and then when he completed 3/5 of every pass. And that is how you order rational numbers from least to greatest in this case. Enjoy.